everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would show you a quick demo on home hair dyeing. I was hoping to try and recreate some of these beautiful pictures that I had found on Pinterest. I was going to go to a hair salon and have my hair done. It's not so much that I couldn't afford it, it was more that I liked the challenge of recreating it myself. I've seen a few videos on YouTube where people are using like different bleaches and developers and things like this, and it kind of gets a little bit confusing with volumes and percentages and things like this. So I kind of thought, well, home hair dyes, that's what they're supposed to do, so why not give it a go. I had found this Garnier Nutrisse Truly Blonde Lightening kit. It's the Ultra Light Very Ash Blonde 111 Plus. So it's super lightening hair colour. So that's why I thought I would give this a go, because it's not your standard blonde hair dye, it is actually a lightening dye, and it promises to lift 4.5 tones. So you can see on the side of the box, I'll have some more pictures and things like this for you, but it has some very dark colours, like, so it will lift your hair quite a bit. This is my hair, and I'd say it's probably a little bit darker than the colour on the box. It was light enough to start with. I'd say it would probably be a medium brown. You'll see my before hair in like previous videos and photographs. So I just thought I would talk to you about how I did this dye. I didn't just put it straight through like all of my hair. I did it in kind of a technique to try and create different kind of highlights and shades with it, so that my hair would have a lot more kind of movement to it. I hope you find this video useful, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye! So when you open your box, it's going to have 3 containers marked A, B and C. C will be your conditioner, and you don't need that at the moment, you'll need it afterwards. You're going to want to mix this in like a little container, so make sure it is preferably a plastic one or a ceramic one. So you're just going to mix your developer, which is pot A, and your colour in tube B, and you're going to mix them together. Before I filmed this tutorial, I did a 48-hour allergy test just behind my ear. Then just before filming, I also did a 20-minute strand test on a piece of hair that you wouldn't see in my hair. This was just to kind of test to see how long I could leave the colour in my hair and what the kind of finished result would roughly look like. This is really good if you're using a product you haven't used before and you're a little bit apprehensive about what colour your hair is going to go. I found with my colour strand test, the hair colour did not come out any different at all, so I kind of was a little bit annoyed at this. So I thought I'll just go ahead and apply it all anyway, but looking back now about how I applied it on my strand test and how I applied it to my whole head, I didn't apply the cream on thickly enough, so therefore it didn't quite penetrate the hair enough. You're going to want to start off with dry unwashed hair. As you can see here, it doesn't look very pleasant. Part it into your normal parting as you would wear it every single day, and then you're going to section your hair off. I sectioned my hair straight down the center, so my hair was in 2 halves. Then I sectioned each half from the temple backwards and pinned the top half like way out of my way. I wasn't going to go near this until much later in the process. So then to start dyeing the actual bottom bit of my hair, I did section it again to get 2 smaller layers and then just lots of little bits. So you just kind of play around with how much hair is manageable for you to use. You can also see here I am only wearing 1 glove. Bear in mind, my other hand I'm not putting near the dye. If there is dye on my hand, I'm wiping it on a towel. Please do make sure you wear like both pairs of gloves. If you have sensitive skin, my hands are okay, so I didn't find any burning or anything, so I was fine. But please do make sure you wear both gloves, definitely. So you're just going to want to start applying this. I concentrated the dye on the ends of my hair and I painted it up lightly through the rest of my strands, just gently coating maybe several strands at a time, just to kind of create like a highlight through it, but I wanted a blonder end, so kind of like an ombre, but which continues higher up my head. I repeated this process across all of my hair. my hair had a lot of red tones through it. Naturally my hair would have red tones, undertones, but because of a dye I had used a few months ago, I had a lot more red shimmery kind of colors through my hair. That's why I opted for this very light ash blonde color. Ash will counteract redness in your hair, so if I went for like a golden or a natural blonde, it would come out a lot more yellowy and orangey coloured, which is not quite the colour I want to go for straight out of the red. I need to tone down this red colour before I can apply a more honey or golden blonde. I quite like how this end result was, but I feel now that I could go and put in a warmer colour if I wanted to. You need to make sure that if you have very cool toned hair naturally, you shouldn't use an ash colour at all, because a lot of people did say when I was reading up on this product that they found their hair did come out with a kind of bluish tint. It wasn't like a pure colour. You can also see that as I'm moving through my hair, I'm wrapping chunks just loosely in some cling film. This is just so I can kind of see what it's doing, but it's not going to get everywhere because I'm not pinning my hair up as I go along. It's just going to hang down. I don't want it on my clothes or my skin, so I just want to kind of wrap it up a bit out of my way. When you have applied all of your dye to all of the areas of your hair, you're going to take down the top sections of your hair and work through them. This time, take smaller chunks of hair and apply it very lightly through the tops of the hair and then coat the bottoms quite thickly. This should create kind of more smaller highlights throughout the top of your hair. When you get to the top of your hair, which would be where your parting is, you're going to want to paint little blue stripes through your hair. It's gonna look a bit silly, and make sure your fringe isn't touching your face too much or whatever, but just paint through the highlights. That's gonna frame your face. You don't need to worry if you've got like a short fringe. You don't need to worry about coating the ends of your hair. You can just leave them as it is and just make sure you get the highlights around that frame your face. That's all you need to do. I didn't go too close to my roots as I kind of wanted like darker roots. I was also not very sure about how it would react with my natural hair color. I was worried it would lift it too much. So I did go a little bit up, but I didn't go the whole way up to my roots because I wanted kind of like a natural grown out kind of look. Once you're finished with all of your highlights, set your timer for 30 minutes and go and relax. After your time is up, you're going to want to rinse your hair. You can apply your conditioner, which is Pot C, that comes with your dye kit. You're going to want to put this on, set your timer for 3 minutes and go and chill out again. This is actually a really nourishing cream conditioner, which is supposedly anti-dryness with 3 oils in it. So it's got shea butter, avocado, olive and blackcurrant oil. So it's just going to really take any of the dryness out of your hair. You can also go in and put in an intense treatment mask or whatever you want with your hair just to kind of soften it further. I felt mine felt okay after I washed it, so I was happy enough to go on and dry and style my hair as I normally would. And guys, this is my end result. I actually am pretty pleased with it. I was worried when I was washing it out. I could see it looked really blonde, and I was kind of like, oh crap. But no, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. This dye was actually really cheap. I think it was like between 7 and 9 euros. I got this in Superdrug, and they were also having a deal on Garnier with like 2 for £12 or something like that, or 12 euro. So if you wanted, you could lighten all of your hair with this and then go back in with like a golden honey blonde. That's just another thought. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it useful. If you have any questions or comments, you can feel free and ask them down below. You can also contact me on Facebook through my Facebook page or on my blog. I'll have all my links in the description down below. That's all from me. Bye!